we have a brand new code out, so let's cover that. You never want to miss out on those new goodies. Free rewards are always nice. And also on that note, do not forget to support us. As you can see, I've given out about 6,000 codes so far, so don't worry. If you haven't gotten a 1,000 Essence Stone code yet, I'm still giving them out, so do stay tuned. And just as a reminder, if you're a top 1,200 supporter, all of you have gotten codes automatically. As you see, I just press this button here and I press send. If it says failed, that means you've already gotten a code. So everyone in the top 1,200-ish has gotten a code. Anyone who accumulates points, I've given a code to, and I do check routinely, so just wait, you will get a code. And I have given tons and tons of codes randomly through the YouTube comments, so do comment your NID found right here, or your member ID found in-game, and I'll show you where that is. I think I gave out like 200 on stream as well last time. It's a grueling process, but I'm trying my best to get to everyone, so just be patient. You'll eventually most likely get a code, and if you don't worry, there'll always be new codes coming out. Now let's go ahead and redeem that new code. You have to go to your settings page here, go to account, and press the redeem code button. The code is the following. It is Splash Solo Arise. Then you press use, confirm. Though the text here is a bit different, that's okay. We can just go ahead and go back. It is sent straight to our inbox. Let me just check right here. Inbox, where is it? There we go. Totally forgot. And click here. And we got, what is it, 50k gold and 15 weapon enhancements. You know, not the best code we've got in a while. Could have been much better, but hey, free rewards are still free. This will give us 100 gate rescan, so I will take it. It never hurts getting some additional codes in. Now I do want to cover something very interesting with you. It is an interview that covers a lot of topics about the game, and topics that potentially need to be worked on, and questions I think the community have wanted to ask, but haven't had a chance. So I'll pop that open, give me one moment here. And also really quick, whoa, virus, the virus is acting up. But anyways, congrats to DJ Shiro for getting the first comment on our last video. Congrats to you. I think that's their second time, so good work, buddy. You are killing it, and enjoy your very exclusive Discord role. Now, here we have an interview. This was done from the producers at Soul Leveling Arises Netmarble team. So as we go down, they've asked a lot of questions, and this was translated from Korean to English. So not everything will be 100% exact. They've been in game development for 20 years. They are in charge of general product development, I'm assuming. At Netmarble, I'm assuming that's what it's translated from. So very interesting, they have a ton of experience. They talk about the game, the charm of it, etc. But what I really want to cover here, and I cover this with Pain as well, on our joint stream that we did, a fantastic time. Be sure to check it out. I had a wonderful time streaming with Pain. I'm sure everyone knows who he is, so do check that out if you haven't. But I digress. As we go down, they talk about the workshop of Brilliant Light and how difficult it is. There are two things I want to show you. The first here is that they mention that the workshop has a gimmick, that being shield removal. They're really point blank on this. Pain mentioned this as well. They really didn't hold back any punches. They are basically asking straight up, was Mei Lin introduced to the game just so people have to summon her for the workshop Brilliant Light? And they do give like a PR-ish answer here. All they can really do, honestly. And it seems like they did mention that the balance aspect needs to be gradually relaxed, so that's good. And this is the main point of importance here. They noted that 1% of users can still easily beat it. That means Vulcan on normal mode. That's crazy, only 1%? 99% of users cannot beat it, even if they reach max level after 5 stone and reach level 20 artifacts. Holy! So they really know how hard Vulcan is. Even I'm in that camp. I haven't beat normal mode just yet. Maybe I can, I haven't fully attempted it. But the fact that I can't easily do it as someone who is a spender, I'm like a dolphin per se. So if I've spent maybe like $1,000 and I can't beat it, just shows you how hard it really is. I do kind of agree with this, that they need to maintain the physical balance so these people can overcome it eventually. Agreed. I don't like games where things are too easy. So boring. Games that give you everything you want instantly. It doesn't give you anything to strive for. So leveling Rise does that pretty well. There's some content that's quick and easy, but some other aspects of the game does require, I guess, luck in terms of your summons, how much progression you have, your levels, etc. Obviously a lot of pay-to-win characteristics, but still, I do like the challenge, but the workshop is just a little bit too hard. Maybe they can simplify it just a bit. I'm sure once the level cap gets increased to 100, for example, we'll have a better time, but until then, it's going to be very hard to do. This I'm not sure about. I think they're talking about individuals hiring other people to play for them. Kind of confused due to the translation, so I really won't get into that, that's not important. They do talk about how the difficulty in So Leveling Rise kind of makes sense to building that charm factor towards it. Kind of makes sense of the game, they don't want to make it too easy. It would be criticized as an automatic game, and I would do that myself. I would bash on the game for being too easy. And if you recall in the anime, Jinwoo didn't have an easy time, so I think that's fair. Give us a challenge, we don't mind it, but don't make it impossibly difficult. And yeah, here we go. What is the approximate clearing rate for normal Vulcan? The exact figure hasn't been released yet, but it will be very low. I expect it to be less than 1%. Even within the development team, there aren't many people who have the recommended combat power for a normal Vulcan. Me too. It is high, let me tell you. There are many ways to strengthen blessings, weaken attack power, etc. Obviously going into it, but yeah, not easy at all. So you have to wonder, when the new floors come out, with Baron coming out, oh boy, we're gonna have a tough time. Can anyone even beat it? I doubt it unless you're a huge whale, we'll have to see. Now going down, there's one other thing I want to cover here. Yes, the summer event swimsuits. The virus is acting in full force. Oh boy. Okay, guild systems is being prepared, that's good. So yeah, they're just talking about the summer season, basically swimsuits are coming out, guild system is coming out, and other content that's coming. Future updates, they didn't really talk about it too much here, so I won't cover that. They do talk about improvements for artifacts, that's always nice. Nothing of substance there. But here we go, they talk about hunters that have low usage. So they talk about Lim, who gets no use, honestly, and Wu Jinfrada as well, no one likes Wu. And I feel like Choi should be added on here as well. I think they do cover it, and actually a very important issue, I'll go down in a moment. But it looks like any hunter or character that receives low usage will receive a balance update. So that's good. It does suck pulling a hunter that basically can't be used because they're so weak, so these balance patches will be vital to making those hunters usable. And as we go down, they talk about Wu Jin fraud. Oh yes, oh my goodness. Even within the development lab, Wu is not liked very much. Oh yes, thank you. Nobody likes Wu, let's be honest. That's all I needed to hear. That makes me so happy. But this is what I want to talk about. After the critical hit damage bug was fixed, Choi's performance and adoption rate are noticeably lower than other hunters. He wasn't included in the balance adjustment target, so are there any plans for additional buffs? All will be improved, as I mentioned earlier. The balance is aimed at hunters with low usage rates and performance, and efforts are being made to increase their usage rates even if they're not top tier. So I do hope Choi gets a little bit of a change. I don't like using him. He's my highest advanced hunter and I don't like using him at all. I don't feel like he deals a lot of damage, even though he does. He just has a clunky feel. His skills just get off very strangely. It's probably just me, but I don't see anyone really using Choi. So I do hope they change him for the better. If they let him crit, that would have been so nice. I can only hope. Hopefully they do. If they did, I'm pretty sure his DPS will be top tier. But again, as it stands right now, Choi just doesn't feel very good to use. And obviously Gogun, he is coming, that's exciting. And oh, they asked about Thomas. Yes, Thomas Andre. Everyone wants him. So they did mention here the timing of release has to match the content, of course, makes sense. So it's not something you can release if you want. It is good if it coincides with the story update period, yep. But if the story appears too late, they need to discuss it, okay. So there will be a balancing act, either being release of the story or just a bit earlier, because they don't want to wait too late, makes sense of course. And they mentioned that Gogun, he isn't pretty. They want handsome boys and pretty girls, come on. He's a dashing man, let's be honest here. He's a silver fox, we don't mind him in the game. Gogun, he is an absolute Chad. And this I don't understand, they want to improve Cha's modeling? They talk about the skin here, I'm not sure if they want to adjust it. Doesn't make too much sense on my end. It looks good in my opinion, so I don't know what they're talking about there. And this I agree. I don't like how Battlefield Time uses the previous day rankings. Kind of annoying, though it does make sense. Not all players are playing normally and abusing play, of course. But I do hope they can change that. I kind of like those live results. It would suck to randomly lose number 1 because the game didn't update the ranking, so we'll have to see what they do. Hopefully they change it, and they just have a period afterwards where they review the results. Makes more sense than waiting for the whole day. But anyways, up to the devs to decide. Hopefully they do change it. I'm not a big fan of waiting forever for the ranks to update, but again, that's on them. They know what's best. And other than that, I don't think there's anything too important I really want to cover. We did cover the main topics. Yoon-Hoo looks absolutely sick in this art. Hopefully that's like a future skin or I guess hunter version for him. That would be awesome. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed. Again, make sure to support us on the supporter program and use that new code I posted in the video early on. I appreciate all the support lately, getting us to rank number 1. It means a lot. Be sure to check out our latest video as well. We covered the Battlefield Time. That should help you get the rank number 1 spot. So again, if you enjoyed, drop a like. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. That's all I had for you today. And let me know in the comments what you think about this interview. I think they addressed some important questions, so let me know. But yeah, that's all for today. This is Zaf signing out.